morning, students. Today I am going to start a new chapter called as sorting out materials and objects. So, like have you ever wondered how a school librarian find out a particular book immediately, though there are hundreds of books in the library? You might also be surprised to see how a chemist gives you the exact medicine, though there are hundreds of medicine present in the medical store. And also you could see a shopkeeper will give you the exact item. And you also would have observed, a grocer keep why does a grocer keep all the items like soaps at one place, like soap at one place, vegetables pulses at another place, namkeens, oil, soaps at different places. And if you also observe, your mother keeps cloths at one place, utensils at another place, and books in one corner. This chapter will help you learn and understand that this is primarily done to locate a particular object with ease and convenience. These kind of systematic arrangement of soap pulses and all is done to make sure we can easily locate something in the group of many things. That is what today we are going to learn. Such grouping also make sure that you can locate something very easily. Very, very important. You can locate something very easily also. Moving further, like I told, what is the advantage of this classification? Such grouping and classification helps us to understand the common property of materials and hence their utility in making different objects. So, in the sense, how do we group these materials? We group the materials on the basis of similarities and differences in their property. Those who are similar are made into a group. Those who are different are kept away. So we are starting with a new chapter called as students sorting out materials and objects. Very, very important chapter. Like I told, this chapter is all about how to make materials into groups and how to identify their similar properties and their differences, and the similar properties and the difference in properties helps us in making different objects. Is very, very important. Like we can group the available things into living things and non-living things. If you observe, there is a big shark here. Shark is a living thing. Shoe is a non-living thing. This is how we group. Plant is a living thing. Bag is a non-living thing. And chair is also a non-living thing. Like this is one of the examples for grouping. We can group something inside the non-living thing. We can also group them as plastic and non-plastic, metal and non-metal. Like this we can do different kinds of classification. First we will complete this table. In this living things are shark and plant. Non-living things are shoe, bag and chair. Now here down we can find another activity which also deals with grouping. Grouping and classification is important for a proper study of something, and classification is important for systematic study and to easily locate something. I'll once again explain it for you. This chapter is about sorting out material and object. There are numerous objects around us. Okay, but we can group them because many things will be similar in their properties and some things will be different. So like this, which are similar can be grouped and can be easily located and studied. This is the most important of making the grouping and classification. And also it becomes useful for us in making different objects. By knowing what objects are made up of what and what is their utility. What objects are made up of what and what is their utility. What the objects are made up of and what is their utility. Of and what is their utility. Next, we'll go for diversity of objects. What is meant by diversity of objects, student? Diversity of object means if you look around yourself, you can see numerous things. You can see numerous things. If you are in a classroom, you might see table, chair, bag, fan, book, notebooks, water bottle, tiffin box, doors, windows, blackboard, tube light, bulb, etc. If you are at home, you might see cloths, utensils, bottles, buckets, clock, dining table, toys, boxes, beds, television and many other objects. So many objects. Objects, they look similar? No, they are diverse. Like table is different, chair is different, bag is different, fan is different, book is different, notebook is different, water bottle different, tiffin box is different, doors, windows, blackboard, tube light. These are all different from each other. Like if you are at home, you might see cloths, utensils, bottles, buckets, dining table, toys, boxes, beds, television. This is what we call diversity. Diversity is what different kinds of objects available around us is called as diversity of object. Different kinds of object around us is called as diversity of objects. Today we are going to learn about sorting of materials and things. Sorting of materials and things. Like I told, the librarian does easily locate an object on a book in spite of hundreds of books because he has grouped the books like for separate rack for agriculture, separate for 10th standard, separate rack for 8th standard, separate rack for doctor's books, like this. In the same way, a chemist would have kept different. For example, a chemist will keep all the tablets starting with A in one place, starting with B in one another place. Like that, he can easily locate. This is what we call grouping based on similarities, and grouping the objects which are similar and separating. This also helps in separating. And this, what is the use of this one? Though we can locate something, if it is done to other things, we can also study the properties very easily. We can also study the properties very easily. Study the properties very easily. Can we learn objects and materials can be grouped on the basis of similarities and differences? Such grouping and classification also helps in understanding the common properties of materials, hence their utility and usefulness for making different objects. In making different objects. Like in this activity we saw, living things and non-living things can be grouped and made separately. And below this, in this below activity, recently what we studied, we can classify the things while what we use while playing, while studying, while eating. Like I was also discussing about diversity of objects. Diversity of objects. If we look around carefully, if you are in a classroom, if you are at home, we find different kinds of things. This is called as diversity. Different kinds of things can be seen. This is called as diversity of objects. This is called as diversity. And we can also easily see that these objects can be put together in different groups according to that materials they are made up of. We can easily see that like almost all objects are made up of plastics and majority of objects are made up of metals. Like this we can group. For example, books, notebooks, newspaper, diary, calendar are made up of paper. Table, chair, almirah, stool, door, window are made up of wood. Water bottle, tiffin box, buckets are made up of plastics. Like this, many vessels, containers, tumblers are made up of metal. And our dressing material are made up of cloths. Windows and our Stands are made up of glass. Like this, we can also group them because they are made up of same material. We can group them because they are made up of same materials. They are made up of same material. We can see from the above table that there is a variety of materials which different objects are made up of. Such of that common materials are wood, plastic, metal, glass, cloth and paper. Sometimes a single material is used for making different objects. For example, leather is used for making bags, purses, shoes, belts. Paper is used in books, notebooks, diaries, calendars, etc. And paper is used in books, notebooks, diaries, calendars, etc. Like this, we can group them very well. Pencil is also made up of wood. If you observe carefully, it can be seen sometimes that a single object is made up of more than one material. Some cooking utensils are made up of metals with plastic handles. Some almirahs are made up of wood with metallic handles. Not only majority of objects are made up of a single material, but majority of objects can also be made up of variety of materials. Like cooking utensils are made up of metals with plastic handles, metals with plastic handles, metals with plastic handles. And we also find a single object is made up of variety of things. For example, pencil is made up of wood, lead, surface pen. Calendar is made up of paper and plastic also. Bicycle contains metal and plastic. Radio contains metals and plastic. Lampshade also contains metal and plastic. Umbrella also contains cloth plus metal plus plastic. Like this, a same object is also made up of different kinds of objects. The same object is made up of different kinds of objects. We were discussing about the importance of classification. In that, we learned three types where many objects are made up of single material. For example, most of the things in our house is made up of plastic, wood, like almirahs, doors, windows, even glass also. Papers, notebooks contains paper, notes, and dictionaries. Calendars are mainly made up of paper. Sometimes we can also see that a single material is used for making is made by using different materials. For example, pencil we use wood, lead, surface paint. Calendar we need paper and plastic. Bicycle, metals and plastic. Radio, plastic and metals. Lampshade, plastic and metal plus a bulb. Umbrella, cloth and metal. Like this, a single object contains many materials. Like this, we can group them. Like this, we are able to easily group them. We will understand next the importance of classification of objects. The importance of classification of objects. Objects can be grouped together on the basis of variety of consideration. Don't arrange your school bag putting all books in one section, notebooks in another section of the bag, and small size items like pencil, pen, eraser, sharpener in a pencil box. Your mother arranges a variety of objects in the house according to their nature and use. Objects can be grouped together on the basis of variety of considerations. Don't arrange your school bag putting all books in one section, notebooks in another section of bag, and all small size items like pencil, pen, eraser, sharpener in a pencil box. Your mother arranges a variety of objects in the house according to their nature and use. A librarian arranges books subject wise and alphabetically. A chemist keeps different medicines in separate shelves according to their use and make some specific considerations. Classification is very important, student. Why? Because it makes the study systematic and helps in easy location and helps in easy study. We'll try and identify how such grouping is done, because it helps in sorting out the objects. It helps in sorting out the objects. It makes it easy to locate any object quickly. Makes it easier to locate any object quickly. Saves time. Saves time. It is convenient to arrange things systematically. It's convenient to arrange things systematically. Helps to identify any object. Helps to identify any object. Helps in having systematic knowledge about things. Helps in having systematic knowledge about things. Makes study of different objects easier. Makes study of different objects easier. And helps to understand similarities and dissimilarities among objects. Helps to understand similarities and dissimilarities among objects. Helps to study similarities and dissimilarities. What is the advantages of grouping? The grouping is done, which helps in sorting out the object, which helps in sorting out the objects. It makes it easier to locate any object. It makes it easier to locate any object quickly. Saves time. It is convenient to arrange things systematically. It's convenient to arrange things systematically. Helps to identify any object. Helps to identify any object. Helps in having systematic knowledge about things. Helps in having systematic knowledge about things. Makes study of different objects easier. Makes study of different objects easier. Helps to understand similarity and dissimilarities among different objects. Helps to understand similarities and dissimilarities among different objects. Enables us to differentiate between members of different groups. Enables us to differentiate between members of different groups. Such a method of grouping is called as classification. So what is classification, students? The method of grouping the objects based on their similarities and dissimilarities is called as classification. Once again, I'll tell what is classification. The process of sorting out and grouping things according to some basis or criteria is called as classification. The process of sorting out and grouping things according to some basis or criteria is called as classification. Classification or grouping is very important because it helps in sorting out the objects. Sorting means helps to arrange the object very easily. It makes it easy to locate, saves time. It is convenient when things are arranged systematically, helps us to easily identify. We can have systematic knowledge about things, makes the study of different objects easier, helps us to understand similarities and dissimilarities among different objects, helps us to arrange similarities and dissimilarities among different objects. We will come first today. Today we started a chapter called sorting out materials and objects. Sorting out material and objects is very important, like it is done in a library and it is also done in a chemist, by a chemist, a grocer. Your mother will do sorting at house. What are the different kinds of sorting? Like we see, one though we observe that many kinds of things are made up of different objects, like books, notebooks, newspaper, diary, calendar are made up of paper. Newspaper, table, chair, almirah are made up of wood. Like this we can sort out things which contain the same objects, which contain water bottle, tiffin box, buckets are made up of plastics. Box buckets are made up of plastic. Table, chair, almirah are made up of wood. Chair, almirah made up of wood. Like also we can also sort out, like a single substance also is made up of different for example, pencil is made up of wood, lead, surface paint, wood, lead, surface paint. Calendar contains paper and plastic. Bicycle contains metal and plastic. Radio contains metal and plastic. Lampshade contains metal and plastic. Umbrella contains cloth and metal. Umbrella contains cloth and metal. Classification of object is what we needed to learn. What is classification? The process of grouping things according to some basis or criteria is called as classification. The process of sorting and grouping things according to some basis or criteria. So we studied the criteria. Back we studied the criteria. What are the uses of classification or grouping? It helps in sorting out the object. It makes it easier to locate any object. It is convenient to arrange things systematically. Helps to identify an object. Helps in systematic knowledge about things. Makes the study of different objects easier. Helps us to understand similarities and dissimilarities among different objects. Helps us to differentiate between member of different groups. Thank you.